there we go. Okay.
What up, fresh meat? Welcome to Fetch Quest Hell.
We actually still do have a number of these side quest bits to do. But in addition to those, there's actually a item we need to go find. Welcome, everybody. We're not yet on the Battle Network collection. So, we're here in Undernet. I've been doing some Bufra grabbing in the meantime. I probably should have grabbed more than 300, but 300 is the minimum of what we need. And
you've gathered all requisite Bufras.
Yeah. The other thing we're gonna need is, I'm gonna have to buy this at some point. I think I don't think I own Navi 20. But we're actually right now we are a bit low on money. That's going to solve itself pretty quick here. Welcome everybody. We're in the post game, kind of going around the Underking, doing some last quests off the job board, as well as there's secret areas over there. We can't get there from here, but we went ahead and bought a book. If you remember the side quest we were on, we started with finding.
You had to get like the 3 sacred books.
Yeah, so we're finding the 3 sacred books. Let me pull up my listing of that side quest specifically. Pulling up the job bits. Okay, so we are in finding the tomes. So the all 3 of the tomes have been are somewhere in the Undernet, and we kind of have to go find them. What this means is we're gonna go start going into deep Undernet. We haven't done this yet. So this is Undernet 5. We are going to keep going here and going through to Undernet 6 and 7 to try to grab some parts we're going to need for later. In addition, I probably should go fight Drillman too. That's fine.
The real weird thing about this specifically is that we already have access to secret area. But secret area is also just very straightforward. Like, you can just find the entry point in the real world and just go there.
Yep.
You don't have to go dive deep into Undernet.
Thank goodness.
So diving deep into Undernet is now just kind of like a side venue.
Oh, is Holy Panel new? No, we have Holy Panel.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So one thing we're going to be needing to do, one of the main things we're doing today, is that in order to finish Secret Area, we need that Library 147. We need to have 200. We need to get all 200 standard chips. That sounds a little overwhelming, but we actually have a lot of tools to make it real in this. For instance, collect here means that we are always going to get chips from drops from enemies instead of money, which fixes one of the biggest problems with chip farming, in that you can't get them. We also have access to oil body, fish, battery, and jungle to attract certain kinds of viruses. So if we know we're in an area where a virus lives and we're trying to get Volcano 3, for instance, I can just turn on oil body. If we're trying to get the bees, arrow 1, arrow 2, arrow 3, we turn on elect, and we just take off like cust 1 and replace it or something like that. So that's what what we're going to be doing as like a side thing that's going to be going on most of the time here.
There's something very adorable about oil body and battery being the attractors for those things.
I was just burning it and really. I wanted totem. Yeah. Well, that cracks panels too. So yeah, even on busting rank 5, we're getting like actual things. I forget the way we have to go around here. So it's up this way. Actually, no, it's through this way.
So does like the back part of Undernet actually have something in it, or is it
Yes,
just like
there's an item we're going to have to grab here. That we're after. You know, in secret area, how there were those like walls that we couldn't get past.
Okay, so they do like, yeah, because it was really weird that secret area was like easy to get to.
Secret area has secondary like bits that we need to. Oh, I don't have any on traps. Whatever. Is this where? No, this is where Drillman normal was. Okay. But yeah, secret area has for us in it. It has these like walls we can't break, and we have to find an item deep in Undernet to resolve this. Yeah. No, my panel. Yeah, well, there are a lot of ways for us to at least mitigate the normal issues that like Battle Network 1 and 2 have. That makes me feel a lot better about the whole thing, knowing that like,
namely the fact that Navis are relegated to mega chips and so do not count as standard chips.
Yeah, we don't have to go out of our way to go grab all of the Navi chips for this specifically. We'll have to grab them later for stuff, but that's for later. One hit me. We also do. Oh, is Boomer 2 now? No, okay. Boomer 3 is probably now. Oh, right. The way onward is over this and then up and around. These areas are a little confusing, if you remember.
Yeah, no. Like, this isn't you. I'm willing to bet 1,000% it's not on you.
All right. Ow. I tried to do a cool sword move, and it wasn't clear what you were trying to do. Whoops. So I'm like completely invincible against this enemy. I'm just having a day. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so now we're in the back of this area. So here's Undernet 6. And we want to get to under 7. Oh, C-Tome. Okay. All right.
Yeah, all right. Prepare for Doom Chomp.
So I'm glad that just going back here found us the tome anyway. Oh, fuck. All right. So this will kill the first. Okay, and then... How do I simul-kill you?
so now that Battle Network collection is out, pretty much good things to say about it all across the board. For one, the localization is unchanged in all of the ways that matter. They touched up a lot of the stuff that no one would really care about that honestly needed to be touched up, just like to clarify what things are. Z-Saver, for instance, Z-Saver now.
Yeah, there's some of those, but like, basically the script as a whole is untouched. They added in a lot of stuff from, okay, so if I can get them in a line, I can kill them.
Notable things about 6 that were cut from the initial release are now back in.
I need them in a line, please. I need a line that I can hit. You son of a bitch! Fine. Okay, they're both at 10 HP. This should kill. This will be a simultaneous kill. Alright, that was fight 1. Oh, good, just the one fight. Oh, thank God. Alright, we got the C tome. If you can find all 3 tomes, you'll find a huge treasure. You can trust me. I have a moral code. It's true. They did heal us.
Okay, so this is the Rubicante of the group.
Okay, so I want to go around this way, around here, up this way. Oh shit, do I need to... Oh no, do I need to have killed a specific V3 Navi for this? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, if the only issue that people have is just stuff like the font, then it's just like, whatever, I can mod that in all day long.
I've already seen that there are mods that exist. Alright, who do I need? Alright, hold on. Let me double check the Undernet map.
From what I saw of screenshots, it didn't seem to be as overtly terrible as the pixel remasters of Final Fantasy 1 through 6.
Do I need to... I think I need a Flame Man 3 then for this. Double checking. Undernet 6. Yes, to get to Undernet 7, I need this cube out of the way. Okay. Alright, so we need to go find Flame Man 2 and Flame Man 3. We don't need to, like, farm Flame Man 2 and Flame Man 3, but we need to turn them on. Alright, so Flame Man 2 is just on the previous screen. So, that's fine. Like, we don't actually have to go that far. Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah. Oh, God, Buster Max?
Yes?
I can't spend my bug frags now, but I'll have to remember you exist, because Buster Max is actually, like, you don't have to put all these
It's something to think about once you finish using Collect a bunch.
Yeah. Alright. So Flame Man is just down here. I just have to go around this corner. I think we have a stack that's reasonably good for... Right here.
Yeah, I'll toast to that. The Battle Network font would have made for some good stuff in high res, but like, nah, that's what mods are for.
Did we already do Flame Man 2? We might have already done Flame Man 2. Let me check chips. We did Flame Man 2. Okay, so we just need to find Flame Man 3. Where the hell's Flame Man 3? Yoka Area 2. Okay. So we do have to leave the Undernet for this for a second.
Shit, I accidentally read that as Hebrew Windows font, and I was just thinking about the Demon Rush having that and not using it ever.
This actually should be a good way into Yoka area. Yeah, I pulled up the one of the things about the Battle Network collections, I might pull them up at the end here to show off some of the neat concept art, because the concept art's cool as hell. There's some really cool looking like early the character designs for a lot of navis and characters that we've met. A lot of there's even a sheet that shows character height relative to everyone else, which I think is really neat. Alright, so we need Yoka 2.
Yeah, making fonts is pretty tedious, just coming off of having recently done so for the purposes of tooling around with RPG Maker.
Okay.
Because that was when I... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, random battle in this area is all I was going to say. So, that's what we're looking for.
Okay. Yeah, it was because, I specifically found out that they had released RPG Maker 2003 on Steam, 6 years ago, and, I decided to just jump in on that because, I had not tooled around with that thing in a spell.
Nice. Yeah, the idea of just having Buster Max to turn on for, random battle farming seems really nice for, this sort of thing, where it's just, I don't care. I just want to, get through the, we're gonna be doing a bunch of fights anyway, these are all at the point where I have, freebies, and there's certain, battles normal that I would even be like, you know what, maybe I could just hit the button and turn this on. It's fine.
So here's my question. Would you want to keep Shadow Style long-term, or are you looking to move into something else?
We are going to have to switch to Navi Style, Team Style at some point. Specifically for the ability to get some chips. Otherwise, the other style I would want to show off is Bug Style. Because, Bug Style's quite silly.
Yeah, no, I totally get that, just because, random battles without any sort of control system in place are just such a pain in the ass to deal with.
Right, it becomes this setup where we're just right now we are currently looking for a fight that's I think a 3% on the encounters. Actually, wait a minute. I have controls for this. Navicuss. Remove undershot, remove custom 1. Oil body. I want to find fire. I don't remember if this works or not. Will this specifically pull Flame Man out of the encounter table?
Ah, yes, noted fire enemy, the slime.
Yes. Let me double check I'm in the right area, because it might be that it's Yoka. It's not Yoko 2, it's Yoko 1. Oh. Well, it worked. That is a fire enemy.
Okay.
It's just not the fire enemy we wanted. The thing is, the water heater is Yoka Area 1, but, like, this is... The other bits say Yoka Area 2, so I'm not sure. I'll try hitting you with the burner. Yeah. Go find Flame Man location. V3 is Yoka. Okay. So, multiple different sources are saying multiple different things. Okay, cool. Well, we'll try this area for now. Oh, I just completely whiffed on the slash. I don't think Navi locations are version differences. I mean, there are different Navis, but I don't think these particular are. I think it's people getting messed up on Yoka 1 or Yoka 2. Because this is the second Yoka area, but it's called Yoka 1. Even though it's the second one you go to. Oh, just whiffed.
I suppose it probably wouldn't help that this shares a location pool with Bubble Man, who has different conditions.
Bubble Man's in beach area, not in this area.
Oh,
Bubble Man fucked off. It's weird. But Bubble Man just decided, you know, I'm good. I'll go, I'll go fuck with other people somewhere else.
Alright, I'll be right back. I need to check something real quick.
Sounds good. Yoka area. Yeah, I'm seeing Yoka 1 listed more than Yoka 2 in the ones I'm seeing, so... There we go. Oh fuck, that's a lot of health. Oh, the invincibility candle. Alright, 1 second. Ooh, growing fire. Let's start adding some chips. Ooh, that's a hit. Oh my god, alright.
I see things are going well.
We're gonna hit for like 200 in this fight, so I've gotta be a little bit more defensive in it. I think the one thing I want to change out is that I want to add in, I need to add in a better chip to deal with the back.
Wait, someone said flex tape in chat. How the fuck did they know what I was doing?
Boomer 3? Boomer 1. Boomer 1 is a good one. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, I had gone to get some tape in order to adjust my, in order to fix the cord on my headset. Because I told you before about like how it had like a bit on the corner that was fraying, so I did need to insulate that.
Slasher out. We want.
I don't know, it was just really funny that I came back and then immediately first thing I see in chat is like, oh yeah, flex tape, and I'm just like, you!
Alright. So we know where we're supposed to be. We just need to fight Flame Man here, and we have the setup that pulls Flame Man out, so now I just have to like not lose. Oh! Alright. So we get Float Shoe as a Navicuss program. We're gonna go ahead and go for new style now.
Nice.
That means I need to change up the folder. I need a Navi chip as my default. What are my codes I'm working with? ESM. Code.
Well, fortunately, you have just the Metal Man for M.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go grab a Metal Man for an opener. Oh my god, it's 40 and I have 36. Okay. Moving easier. S. Alright, you know what? We'll just set roll. I just need a Navi chip as my opener. That's the important bit.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, who is S in this game?
Exactly one chip. And I think, I think Serenade's a Giga? If I'm remembering right. Boom. Bonk.
Sorry, somebody's posting screen caps of the recent Pokemon anime, and it involves a picture of somebody cleaning their Raticate's teeth with a microfiber.
Ha. Yeah, I have not yet watched the first episode of the new Pokemon series.
I'm just going to let the osmosis wash over me like a fine mist.
Hey, Fruit Salad Country, thanks for the bits. It is Pepsi time.
Pefty.
We're currently attempting to force Flame Man to show up so we can kick his ass, even though he has 1,800 goddamn health. 1,800 health on a V3. Oh my god. So 1,800 health is 200 less than the final boss. You know, normal numbers.
Yeah, I just think I'm in that situation where I'm more of an observer as opposed to like an outright viewer of the Pokemon anime.
That's fair. Just let the good bits throw out. I've enjoyed watching them as they come on. All right, here we go. So, I'm just gonna throw all these chips in the garbage to start with. We're gonna play defense for a little while. Okay, Boomer, Barrier, 150 recover, Blasters. So the Boomers are in here to do this. I want to be able to turn those off at a moment's notice.
Yeah, we had Fire Attract on. That's how we were able to...
Yes, we do have the oil body on. Okay, random meteor. Okay, and then turn on the last random meteor before we go back to... Ooh. Now we can go ahead and steal all your land.
Yeah, call me a man of class. I'm just like a con in Street Fighter 4. Just dump all that shit all over my body as a perfect expression of myself and my art.
Ah. Bad timing there. Here we got one more. I want to steal that square. And then, what's my last step across? Ah, damn. Okay. Let's just go anti-damage and fold it back. Anti-damage. And fold it back. This one's going a lot cleaner. So here we are, we're going to do another Met Gel to force locations. Met Gel to deal damage. Boomer. Boop. Damage. And set up the meteors. I think from here we have the fight cleaned.
So like on the subject of the anime and Pokemon in general, honestly, it's just been really interesting to see how exactly they've been handling the pipeline. Yeah, mostly because it's just like, ever since Sword and Shield, I keep thinking like, oh man, how sustainable is this?
The thing I can tell you about that is that in the last, the second to last arc, or like, I guess the final arc of Journeys before we had like the 11 episode epilogue bit, the tournament arc, the Masters 8 tournament, there was a point where we had a 10 episode stretch with 4 clip shows.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, like, they were being pushed beyond the limits just to get stuff out.
That was my take on the anime at large. I think that the switch to a much more fun and expressive style is good, but at the same time, that's also a lot of work, and I do not blame anyone working on it for deciding to just taking a step back and having a lie down.
Yeah. It wasn't like we ran out of ideas. They knew exactly what they were going to be doing. They just also had a bunch of clip shows in the middle of it.
Making anime is really
because
really
they
hard.
didn't have the because like they just didn't have the time and resources to put it out on a weekly schedule like that. Which, by the way, the Pokemon anime has been put out on a weekly schedule like that for decades, with very little as far as what breaks exist. Like, it's on the measure of like week or weeks. So
it's a development pipeline for a very popular franchise, on top of the fact that the anime industry has like historically been turbo fucked in that regard.
I was about to use the heal chip in there, but the heal chip would actually influence like us not getting Navi style next, and I'm gonna try and force it by using roll in every fight that I'm able. $50 weekly episodes a year with, yeah, so that's, and that has been going on for decades. Probably can get rid of the boomer chips and things like that out of my folder, but whatever. No. Ha! Ah, we got some boofers from that one.
Good going.
Okay, so right now we're heading back to Undernet 6 to head to Undernet 7. Undernet 7 is where we're going to go ahead and get a specific program that we need for advancing through Secret Area. So that's kind of the move here. We also are getting a lot of stuff in this area. We're just doing fights in this area because we want to swap over in styles. Like, those are going to be necessary to at some point switch over to Navi style. So you know what does our code look like as far as like chips go? Is there anything else we can put in there with roll to be like, oh, bun, sure.
I love the virus buddies.
Radar attack 30. Step cross is fine. That's one we already have in the deck. M cannon R, they'll be okay to have. Okay. Just doing some minor changes because if we're going to have R as a chip code on our default for a little while, I want to have at least more than one chip I can grab with it. So.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a couple other Navis we might have to go do like this in order to get some items. There's a bunch of cubes in Undernet that are locked by Navi defeating V3 specifically, and so we might have to go get like a couple of those, Drillman and friends, but I'll be able to see based on like location of these. Oh, I still have oil on. Whoops.
You'll probably fix that.
Yeah, no wonder we're running into like fire swords. That should have killed my ass. What? Alright, Mega Man, Navi Cust, remove this, and then we set up Cust 1 here. What's Float Shoe look like? Hold on, let me find it and pull up the code for this one. Alright, so this one is hold it up, hold select, and then left down, left down, left down.
Nice job. Now you've activated Dark Zero.
I'm doing that right. I do have, I checked this before. Select is map, right? Hold on, I have to double check my controller again for if select got unbound. Okay.
Yeah, no, the good news is that the Battle Network collection is extremely well worth your time and money.
Pressuring commands. Oh, left down, left down, left L. Okay, that's why it. There we go. So this is Float Shoe. Float Shoe is like, Shadow Shoe. Shadow Shoe is walk on cracked panels. This walks on, like, lava without, and cracked panels without taking the hit.
Okay, so no terrain.
Yeah, terrain is just off while you have that. Whereas air shoes are walk on empty. So, those are the 3 different shoe programs. Alright. So we got those back on. Let's get to under net again. Here's under square. So now we just have to go back to under 6 and we can open that cube. Which is a pretty short walk. It's just over here. Yeah, like I said, I might take some time at the end of this stream to just show off little bits from, oh, that's not the one I need to do the down on.
We still need to do
Don't you worry,
stuff
Bubbles. There's still things occurring in the future. You don't have to... I ask that people don't mention things that haven't occurred yet, because that's unfair to people who haven't played the game. So, don't do that. Oh, we have Rabbit. I love Rabbit.
So to ensure team style, you just have to, like, make sure you use a Navi on every encounter?
Yeah, so again, the way that these work is that, like, every battle ticks up, one, like, tick on, thing, like, one tick on, like, what style it's gonna be, and whatever the highest, like, number is, gets it, and using Navi's, like, heavily influences toward the team style. So we just need to be using Navi's to get up to that. Okay, so now we just have to go over here. Hold on, it's... we have the components of Big Heart? We're missing Recover 3, I think. Get out of here. Now we're going to use Roll to take out our back enemy so that we've used Roll in the fight.
It does help that Roll is a pretty straightforward and happy to use, just point and click.
Oh, shoot.
What?
Shadow Style. I haven't finished Shadow Style yet. Oh, well, I'm just gonna have to off-screen that between the two. Maybe I just don't worry about Roll right now. That's fine. We can set that up on the side. Let me quick cut Roll then from the setup.
I didn't realize there was more to Shadow Style.
Yes, I was just looking at the codes and I saw Shadow 4 and I'm like, ah, crap. Because Shadow 4's program is really good, and I really want to get that one. Let's put in... What do we want to put back in here? I don't want lava cannons. Look at M and see if there's anything in M that I want to add. Metal Man, just for big hits. Black Bomb. 2 left. I think I have a couple. Yeah, we'll just bust some Mets off screen to get that and such. That'll also be a good way to get some more Vprisoner. Okay, so I need to go up, over, over. Now here's this cube. So we passed the cube. So now, this cube was what we were after. This is the reason we were here. Oh, I left a... God damn it. Whatever. Crunch.
Yeah, so I was very happy to learn a few days ago that Gmod finally rolled back the thing that was breaking Jastronauts, so Jastronauts is now officially back on the web.
Yeah, that's pretty rad. I want... Give Metgel as our default.
So if y'all haven't experienced Jastronauts for yourselves, hey, you should.
This one. So here we are. Here we are in Undernet 7. So Undernet 7... Let me pull up the map for this. We need to get all the stuff. We need to get a bunch of the stuff in here.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, did we get like... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Drill Man, V3.
Son of a bitch. So I don't need Drill Man, but I'm probably gonna have to do Drill Man to get the chip behind there. Anyway, hi. Hello. Grumble, grumble. Give me Bufra.
Give me the Bufra.
And then, none but the king of the Undernet shall enter.
Oh right, we never did beat up that guy.
Okay. Anyway, through here, we get this. Hammer! And you might wonder what the hell's hammer. It's a key item. It's... You might think of a chip named hammer, which is different than key item hammer. This door shall only open for the truly strong.
So I'm gonna guess that one is like the
We have a
chip.
There's so many of these. There's so many different things. There's a behind this. There's a program actually back there that's quite powerful. But all we needed was hammer. So hammer finally will give us access to full secret area, all the areas we want to check out in here. So I'll get to show this off here in secret area. So now we're finally in secret area as I've wanted to be.
Oh yeah, I should probably like make sure that your folder is adjusted for dealing with groups all at once.
Oh, we're gonna have to... I guess when we run into those, we'll see what sort of things we need, because there's specific areas that are weird like that. Anyway, so we have a hammer. Down here is a monolith. So when you break a monolith, all the imprisoned viruses escape. And, well...
You must fight them.
Goofball. Three does have the most, like, there's so much to the post-game in this.
Here's my question. Why do they have to put the QB in the sacred rock? Why don't they just kill the QB?
Well, you can't. You can't do that.
Okay, cool, but I'm built different. I was simply just gonna...
It'll unleash EXE dead. Ooh, sorties.
I'm just saying, seals are meant to be broken. You've just made it somebody else's problem when you could have simply solved the problem yourselves.
Come on. Yes! Plop, plop, plop. Yeah, but that way it's not my problem. Okay, a bunch of mets. Crunch. We're doing quite good at being able to just deal with fights. That is why the Dawn Warriors are jerks.
I mean, look, Dorgan knew what was up.
Yeah, Dorgan
was not on board with them just
Dorgan didn't like it. Dorgan thought...
Yeah, Dorgan did not like dumping X-Death on another world and making it their problem.
Alright, well, we gotta deal with... Only Meteor can defeat Meteor. Oh, I'm about to get deleted. Oh my god, some lava. Alright, sure. I wonder if each of these count as a distinct fight. For style farming. I don't actually know. I don't know if this counts as 10 Mega Bunny.
Yeah, no, Sonic got it in Sonic Adventure 1. It was just like, no, we have to purify chaos instead of putting it back in the hole.
Yeah, because there's no result screen, I think you're right. I think this doesn't count as anything. God, we're still going. Wind Omega.
I was about to ask if this was like Wave 10 or whatever.
Well, how can we possibly defeat this infernal machine? How can we do anything to this? It's an air conditioner. It's not even attacking. Alright. So, cleaned out that. That means... First things first. I am the Door of Wisdom. Search and best the 4 questioners. So this door, like all the other things, has us wanting to do a bunch of other stuff. This one wants us to do all the quizzes. You remember the Quiz King?
Oh, right, we beat the Quiz Queen, I think.
Yeah, but you remember the Quiz King was the centuries-old ghost of the quiz.
That was 2,
yes,
wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and also, breaking this over here lets us access. We just got healed to full. That's right, it's Darkman Alpha. Darkman Alpha is incredibly weak to us having panel steel. Just wildly weak to it. Specifically because we basically just dodge all the bats. Like those. Like, as long as we're on your side of the board, I don't care, you know? And we just drop meteors on you know, it's fine. Nope.
Probably the only unfortunate aspect of Miramasa is the fact that busting levels love you to never get hit.
It's true. I'm at 20.
Well, you have just the chip for that.
It's true. Look at the damage still counting. God. The damage just rolling down on that one. Alright, Darkman D. This gets us a new chip. And of course, this frees the V3 to exist in the world now. Which... Anyway, let's pull up Darkman. Creates 3 caves in empty area.
There are 3 caves in your area.
Yeah, let's put that one into rotation just to see what the hell they mean by that. Anyway, So with Darkman done, we're kind of done here in Area 1. We might have some enemies we still need to get chips from, but we should probably do some exploration in Area 2. Yeah, Met 3 aren't really... This isn't really a thing that I care about. My way was better. How many boofers we at? 277. We want 300. That's fine. It's not a real problem. What was the issue on this one? What did this one look like? $250 to everything in the back, huh? How do we do that? Let's... We obviously can't right now with this, but... Let's reset the bit. So the first one we can deal with Muramasa. That's not a problem. The second one, we just need to add something that can do 250 to a group. Well, you know. Just gonna go down to sword. We don't own a life sword. PA.
Wow, that's crazy.
I can't life sword. Okay. Fire sword, aqua sword, elect sword, bamboo sword. Okay, I can do elemental sword. That's like life sword. We can black bomb as well. Do I have black, like... Where's Black Bomb? How big is Black Bomb for damage is what I'm specifically looking. Dark Arm, Beam. Okay, then let's just do Black Bomb on Grass Stage then. That's the easy route. So that means we need to put in Grass Stage. I'll take out the Metal Man for now, and then Black Bomb's already in. We don't need a better Black Bomb if we're on Grass Stage. I do need a fire chip to fire this, and I want it specifically if it could be an S or a... Sure, we can take an S chip. This will be over one of the ice waves. Okay, so that should be set for this. We now have the puzzle to solve this. We only have flame, we only have a, flame 1. I guess we could attack plus it, but... The Dark Man. Okay, so first things first. Please put me to 1 health. Let's implement the Grass Stage. Boop. Alright, step 1 complete. Grass Stage is placed. Step 2, I need to remove a bunch of chips I don't care about. I can just burner you down, hold on. any flame chip actually would work. Well, there's Muramasa. I don't need to do that. Alright. Muramasa, step 1. And then step 2 is Black Bomb plus Burner. So throw the bomb, Burner. Clean.
Nice job.
Let's heal up. So this is actually going to be useful. Big money. We can use big money right now. We were at barely any money. Okay. So the big bit here in area 2 is right here. We could not advance any further in secret area until we got the hammer. So, we have another long fight. Metrodo. Want to fix my folder? No. Shrug. It's like 2 chips, and I don't even remember what I took out.
Everything's fine.
Get out! Oh. This absolute jerk. This is one jerk. Stormbox and Fishy 3. So the idea here is that the Stormbox is pushing me into this dumb corner. But what if it's dead? Oh, there we go.
God, why are Metagels so good?
Here we go. Darkman. And did you see on the floor? There was a thing. What could it be? Come on, get in front. No. There we go. Crunch. Oh no.
Oh no, more stupid things that are just going to die to Metagel.
Yep, Metagel's that good forever. No. I would believe you if you said we've not yet seen the most powerful gel. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, I deserve that one. That was me being stupid.
Tubery, it's humanity's greatest sin.
Got him. The most powerful powerful too. We haven't seen Metgel 3.
It's true.
Goodbye. Alright, what battle are we on? Battle 9. Oh boy, Smasher. Alright, let's put out anti-damage. Let's fire. Nope, 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 nope. I timed it wrong. I timed it wrong. Oh. Alright, Battle 10 against Brushman Omega.
I don't know how you can up the ante on...
Goodbye.
Does... Okay.
We're not even gonna find out yet. Rip that idiot. Oh, I... Are we gonna up the ante? We're not. Paints the whole field? Yeah, I think it's something like that. Like, it's... Alright, so let me pull up the map for Secret Area 2 now that we're actually able to go through it.
Okay.
Because, back here... For one, there's a spot, huh? But for real, this teleport is what we needed. So this teleporter gets us here. And here we're going to be finding, again, we're trying to find new chips and things for these battles, so...
Right.
Oh my god, bomb, 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 bomb. Oh, I've got an answer to your bomb. Bring it. Triple bomb. Alright, so there's another gate, of course. I am the door of trust. Earn the trust of those who suffer. I will not open until that time. So if I remember right, this one is do every job on the job board. There's a prize behind that for us.
I was almost going to say that we had, but no, we got like a couple of one left.
Right. Okay, so then... Earth, Jelly, and a Doomer. And then the fight's over. Sure, whatever. You got it, boss. Let's eat a full heal. So, way down here. Oh god. Well, a giant monolith. Let's go ahead and edit the folder up.
So is this like the Peninsula of Power that takes you to Darkman V3 or something?
No, this takes us to a different bit. Hold on, I want to cut out burner, and then I want. Alright, we're full on those. I have grass stage in a better. First stage might kick my ass, but it also is there. You can cut that to a better code. S, we can go with... Sensor 2 is probably fine. Yeah, sure, whatever. Alright. So... Hammer! Fuck. Alright, cool. I shouldn't have stepped one forward. I just... Anyway, here we get to do our favorite thing, which is kill enemies with, with met gel. Love killing enemies with met gel. Nothing better.
Why is met gel? Why is met gel 2 so good though?
Wait until they make met gel 3. It does exist. Sure. I'm sorry, these enemies are literally unable to damage me. Look at the setup. Okay. I
guess.
I solved your puzzle. They're trying their best to make fun of them. Okay. Do I have anything that deals damage to you? Yeah. Okay. Alright, alright. Little side eye. Fuck, final boss. Oh no.
Oh, this is a problem.
Okay, it's fine. Number one, we can met gel. And then we can set up a sensor. Yes! Sensor! Yeah. We did fight one Omega Rat and it killed me. It just killed me. It was my favorite.
You don't fuck with those things.
It was my favorite fight. It killed me.
You'll forgive us for being very cautious around that thing.
Wait, I can get Metro with Metro. Hey, I like Wasp. Alright, first things first. Yeah. Bomb. Well.
This ought to be fun.
Bomb. Metro. Freaking Omega Rat. Totem. Red Devil.
Touchdown, Red Devils.
Luckily, we're pretty well stocked for this. Imagine a Yellow Devil in this game.
I mean, they could. They really could. It's 9 panels.
Right, it could fly to the left and to the right, like behind you. Like, and you like, it steals your back panels. Anyway, what we get here. Anti-Navi... Could you not call Alpha a Yellow Devil? Sure, Alpha's basically a Yellow Devil. Alright. So, Anti-Navi, one of the reasons we need to beat this up is this is a normal chip, and we need those. This is another, like, PvP chip.
Okay, I was about to ask.
Alright, and then we need to find, you can see right here, there's
I mean, in fairness, PvP actually is relevant again because they implemented PvP back into the network collection.
Yes. Oh, I'm just gonna not hit that, actually. Hold on. Crap. Kill you. Oh, it's also part of Bodyguard. Damn, okay. Oh, that's a Magnum, too. That's a new chip. There's also you can see a... Oh, shit. No. Hold on. Alright, hold on.
Yeah, we gotta fix this one.
Okay, so first things first, there's a thing behind this right here. This is one of those security bits. You can't see it because it's... But... Okay. We got this. We don't have it with the current deck, though, so I need to reset. 400 of the field, though. We need to put the grass stage back in, is what's missing. So...
Oh, we gotta do bombs again?
Yeah, so if we do Black Bomb is 170. Plus Attack 30 is 200. Plus Grass Stage. Grass Stage will bring that up to 400. And then that's it. There's Grass Stage. That's Grass Stage. Is there a Grass Stage in E? Is that what I was forgetting? Grass Stage in R. Did I leave it in here? Oh, I did. There's Grass Stage in E. So I need a way to blow up the Black Bomb. That's all. So let me put one burner. I didn't have a way to burn it in there either. Time Bomb PA would do it too, because that's a big, I think, is that one 600? Is that what that one does? I just want one burner in the deck. I'm gonna remove the sense. Okay. Alright. So we just need to build the combo. We have the combo, so... $500? Okay. I forget the exact damage values because, like, it kind of varies from game to game from memory. Alright, so there's our plus 30. Keep the burner. We need Grass Stage. I kind of like these puzzles a lot more because, like, you can go... you choose to initiate the fight. And, like...
Yeah, this is totally under your control. You can just
unlike the last one where you just like, whoops, you touched poison and died.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just keep throwing chips in the garbage until we get there. Still no Grass Stage. Yeah, also, you're not on a time limit like the other ones where there's like a countdown, like going like 10, 9, 8. Okay, so Grass Stage. Hello, Grass Stage. How you doing? Oh, did I throw away bomb? I must have thrown away bomb. There's bomb. Okay. So we need to clean up until we hit plus 30 and burner. So, E. Totem won't work because I think Totem places a thing on the ground, right? And that'll overwrite because Black Bomb is an object. Like, you can't double place objects. I know some objects...
Yeah, you can only have one object at a time, right?
Well, it depends. Some objects are like, possible to double place, but, like, I don't remember which are which. Bum. Okay. And that's clean. So... HP mem. We're actually almost done with HP mems. We are at 940. So, the last thing we need now is we are actually at the end of Secret Area 2 finally. And that means... it's time. You ready for... a Nami?
Oh, here they come.
Oh, yeah, but I don't think you're ready. I'm Japan Man! It's Japan Man! Yamato who? I've never heard of them. If you remember on Navi names, we get 5 characters and then man. So, you know,
yeah, that's why
we can't fit Yamato Man in. Well, Japan, who knows if Japan exists? Japan Man, though, the greatest spear fighter ever, shall shish kebab you.
It was said that ever since the day Megaman.exe threw the Achilles heel at Japan Man, the Achilles heel was meant to be the weak point of someone.
Did they switch this back to Yamato Man in the remix too? That'd be neat. So, Japan Man V1, pretty hefty, starting at 16. Yeah, I think we should be okay here.
Yeah, by all accounts, the remaster seems to have touched only the parts of the localization that needed to be touched.
Okay.
The stuff that people would be fine with touching.
So, as you've noticed there, Japan Man, I'm forcing myself to use that name, does like a parry, like at times, so he has a lot of like that, so that reflects.
Yeah, just like a fucking 3-panel range.
And here's backup. Oh my god, were there not? Okay, here they come. So, we have the... Oh wow, we have backup answered because we broke all 3 back panels. Oh! Yeah, okay. So what's happening here is that under half health, little buddies start running in from the back panels. But because we have all these broken panels, they just like miss. I need a grass stage to escape where I'm standing.
I was about to say, you need to leave.
I need to leave. I put myself in danger right there. That was a bad idea. Okay. So you kind of have to watch out for friends. They're just like running around on the board. Regress. Oh, also, see what they're doing? By the way? We're losing our space. So, like, late fight, you get thrown, if you don't block off like this, you get thrown to one lane. Hit me. Thank you. Ah, yes, Mr. Warring States. Serenade! Ah. Goodbye, Son Goku, man. All right. Hopefully we get to let's go through Secret 3 now. Secret 3 is a really cool area as well.
Could not bang the WrestleMania sign louder at this point.
Yeah, I know.
Tried.
All right. I am the door of love. Show your love and mercy by rearing many.
How many friends do you have?
I believe this is have all the virus friends?
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Shit, I need that, because the most important part of this area is behind this. Crap.
I need buddies.
Okay, we're gonna go investigate this area, but we need to go leave, because this is the most important wall right now. That's fine. We have the rest of the area to go investigate. So first things first. So like that item right there is something we want, but there's also this little checkerboard over there we need to go investigate. First things first, though, we have a door to open. Security system activated. All right, let's see what this one wants. 400 damage staggered.
Staggered across diagonals, he said.
Yeah, staggered on diagonals. We might actually just be able to do this with our setup right now. Hold on. I'm gonna try this just flat. We have folder back, so everything's easy and free. Wait, I don't want to get rid of Burner. Burner's one of the combo chips. Yeah, hold on. Because so what'll happen is if I big bomb, I'm gonna take an error and delete hit, but we have undershirt. So like, that won't kill me, right? Alright, so grass stage. Hello. Without folder back, this would be very difficult. So bomb, plus 30, burner. And we're gonna take a lethal hit, but we should survive it. The barrier blocked it?
I'm betting you technically did 1 damage, and so... I'm guessing it's working off of Sans rules, where it's like, you take 1 damage, but...
It tried to deal lethal. That's very funny. Cool, okay, so we have this one solved. Our 400 plan works. Let's go ahead and burn off all these chips until we get to the plan again. Everyone loves Buffer. Yeah, everybody's favorite Slay the Spire plan.
What do you mean I can just keep stacking armor?
Alright, we don't have the bomb yet. Fast gauge makes this a lot better. Now, there's plus 30. There's burner. We're in grass. Calipers would be good. Bomb and folder back, my last chips. Sure. Bomb. Alright, clean. We did it. Alright, so here we have one more monolith for us. Well, there's actually a couple more monoliths, but here's one more monolith for us. Emma! Alright. Hello, virus wave. Alright, put up that anti-damage. We got that wave to deal with in the back. Oh no, slime in the hole.
There they go.
I always mess up step cross when I'm trying to do a diagonal. Pengon!
Oh shit, I forgot that they banned that episode.
Yeah. I need... Yeah. Okay. Shit, Rat 3? Oh! Okay. Die, monster. You don't belong in this world. Shit!
Appear to be
Oh, shit!
okay.
My heart. I made it angry and it just started moving a million miles an hour.
I was about to say, you seem to be okay. Oh no!
Well, okay. I thought about trying to go invis, but I didn't have the charge time for it there. There they are! Slimist! We found them! The most slime! Slime 3!
We don't get to have Slime 3 right now, do we?
Not from this fight, no, because there's no chip drops in this. But we have proven the existence of Slime 3.
They do exist.
Oh no, 2 Doomers. Don't you dare. Ow. Yeah, I want to get Slimist so bad. The one thing that's going to be really big about Slimist is that Slimist comes in different codes. So we will be able to build slime folder that'll have completely different codes from what we're using right now, you know?
Yeah, because the big thing is that we have just kind of been coasting on S for a while now.
Yeah, well, like, we have a couple different ones. We have Slime and D, Slime and K, but we haven't been, like, doing too much with them. There's a bug frag, but we don't get. Alright, are we on heaviest? Battle 9. Ah, crap. I hate these moles. Good. Mole deleted. Alright. Okay. This stupid mole, I hate you.
This is exactly like putting fighters behind you in a shmup. Like, are you sure? Do your mechanics allow for this interaction?
Let's do this. Oh my god. Okay. Boppy with slime. And drop meteors. I don't think they'll do any damage. But... Oh, they do it! Oh shit. Alright, here's the Omega. Blue Demon. Oh, it's not an Omega, it's just a Blue Demon. That's fine. Yeah. The Blue Demon! I can't believe we got owned by the Blue Demon.
Fascinating.
The Blue Demon was not what killed us. The art was sort of what killed us. The little mole was actually what killed us. Stupid little mole. Here. Sensor? Burner would hit the mole from behind me if I fire the burner, like, at the right time when it tries to jump at me. Oh, God, rats. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Please. Okay. We got the most angry rat dead. Thank goodness. That whole plan just completely fell apart. That didn't go anywhere.
Still in there.
Okay. Rat deleted. Step Cross can just kill you. It's weird that Step Cross does double damage in the middle. There we go. Clean. Alright, back to Slimist. Slime 3. Slime 3 obliterated. Alright, Doomers. I'll just put meteors on your head. That tends to work against most enemies. Yeah, that tends to work. Meteors have just been so good. It's wild.
Yeah, it turns out when you just have a semi-tactical strike that just attacks all panels multiple times,
yeah,
it's really hard to top.
And when it doesn't, like, miss, because it's random.
Alright, 940 on the fucking moles, let's go.
Alright.
Better have that barrier up, too.
Son of a bitch. Okay, I can get you with slimes if you're in the right place. Okay, whatever. This gets one of them. Yeah.
Thankfully, meteors do work.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna force more. Alright, I have your number, you jerk. Try and get me if I'm just standing in the back row. Alright, so I need a sword chip. There's a sword chip. Now I just need a chance to ute, a chance to ute, a chance to ute, a chance to ute. Son of I do that every time on the diagonals. Whatever. Anti-damage is also a sword chip, technically. Okay, so we've cleaned through here, and that leaves us with this. All right, what do we got here? What's our security system today, God?
Insufficient science points. Failed to hack the vending machine.
Okay. 650. So you can't life sort it. You can't. How big's Time Bomb, PA? Hold on. Damage on that one is... Okay. Okay, hold on. Do I have heat spread? at the ready. Let's check that out. Which means we have a reset to go back to. Please tell me I left myself with the right chip folder. Element, please. I didn't leave myself with a legal heat spread. Okay. Let's see what else we can do with Prism. Hold on. Code. Where's Prism? I don't think this will work. Let me try. Oh, I can't get myself to low health here. Okay. We can't bomb Prism because that's 2 objects. Okay. This is asking a question. Let's just go up this way for a moment. Ooh, okay. Actual ass fights. For real. Plus 30. Bum, 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 bum. Okay.
You know how in original Power Rangers, when the Green Ranger used the flute to summon the Dragon Zord, it sounded like a trumpet?
Yes. Ooh! Mole 3. I think that's new. You know, the trumpet that makes drum noises. Everyone knows this. Alright, then we have this big stairwell. Also an item over there. And here. The Door of Honor. Gain the Star of Honor by collecting fragments of power. So, the last gate in this area is the 200 chip library bit. So, we're gonna go grab the rest of the viruses, and then start collecting chips. What the fuck? I don't want this fight. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, heat spread is what I'm thinking, but I don't have, I literally don't have heat spread active because of, because I had to throw away so many, fire chips, I had to burn my heat spread off. Heat spread does 300 damage. Then if you do, you'll do 300 damage, grass stage to 600. Oh, what does that one do in shouting? I can't move. That's what keeps happening to me. Got him. Timpani U. And that's another chip. So, I don't plan on just using codes to get all the chips here, because I believe it shouldn't be that bad of a thing to just go ahead and do it. It's a little slower, mind you, but I feel like it's like more interesting to show off, like, because we have a lot of things we can still do. We're not like in Battle Network 2. I ended up using a code just to get all chips because we were at the end of things in the game, you know? Like, we had just kind of gotten everything that could have existed. Oh god.
The other problem is that a lot of them involved V2 and V3s.
Yeah, like, farming a V2 is like a weird thing. We could use a higher Flame Man to get that as well. We might need that because so we might need to get this because there's a chip behind it. I don't remember if that chip's a base chip or a mega chip though. I'll have to look at the list. Anyway, we're not doing secret area right now. We're going to leave because we want to go do this. This is the most important door I want to open. This door is the door that like has the most current prizes for us behind it. So,
how many friends do we need at this point?
All of the friends, but there's only like 8 or 10. There's a pretty limited number of friends. So, we're just gonna start rolling and finding the rest of them, which does involve leaving secret area. This is just not the place to be. On the plus side, as we're going through secret area, we are just getting new chips, right? Like, this is just... There are new enemies and new things to encounter in here that are, like, real. Alright, don't step on the lava, that doesn't count.
Yeah, I forgot that you can't jack out here.
Yeah, that's why I'm walking. Magnum 2, I think we have one Magnum 2.
We already have one Magnum 2.
Yeah. N is actually pretty good. We can do other things with N as a code. We also just have things we can do as far as, like, changing up, Ooh, sure. All the anti-damages in the world are, like, the best chips. There's a style you need for damage chips. I'm damned if I can remember it. That's why I'm trying to get the team style. You need to have team style in order to do the end of the Navi stuff. Oh. Yeah, whatever. Mudwave? 152. It's nice that we also have because we have Collector on, it's really easy to get these when we find them. Interesting how locked down this area is compared to like how locked down Alpha was. The Giga Freeze was locked in this area. Ooh, okay. I guess the Giga Freeze wasn't locked in this area, but like, the person who had Giga Freeze was in this area. So. Hitting this one with... The meteors are confused. Uh-oh. Okay, thank you, meteors. Oh, Rat 3. That's new.
That one I don't think we have yet.
153, so that's a new one.
Okay.
Cool. Again, like, we're already making forward progress just leaving. We made, like, two, 3 chips, so... What we're gonna do is first we're gonna go get viruses, and then I have kind of a list of locations for the rest of them, and it's pretty easy for us to move between those locations. Alright. So, let me pull up virus locations. Virus breeding. Alright. Catching viruses. So we have Mets. We have bunnies. we have to go to... Hey, how y'all doing? So this next one, we have to go to Hades Island. Oh, hey. Give me all these. Give me all these. Okay, so we're going to the beach. Yeah, it's interesting, like, so Battle Network 2, I think the post game was, what, 2 streams we did? And then we had credits. Yeah. And we didn't do everything, like, we didn't do all the stars, but we did everything that had, like, stuff for it. I think this is going to be 3 to 4 streams on post game here. There's a lot of stuff to do. Alright, so we go into this gargoyle. And the dogs are hiding over in this corner. Yeah, it's the 3 dogs on Hades Island. So... Alright, so we've made friend dog.
So how many more friends do we need?
Alright, so next up is Sorty. We have Sorty. Then we have Jelly. We got Jelly. Did we get Mushroom?
I don't think we did.
Let's go get mushrooms. We need to go to Sci Lab area. So we have mushroom. We have...
Incidentally, you should never go look for mushrooms unless you know exactly what type of mushroom you were looking for.
Okay, there are 4 other friends we're looking for. Which does mean we're going to go from 3 to 158. So that'll just be 5 chips off the list. Now... Oh, speaking of, actually, hold on. Hold on. I'm already here. I mentioned bug frags. We should quick check this bug frag trader. So back here. What do you got, buddy? Elect 30, wood 30, and then these are all mega chip. Oh, those aren't new, but that's okay, they're cheap. I'll buy this full cost wall here, too. Meteors are. We're not going to be using these bug frags this session. I'll just get a bunch more bug frags later. Bug frags are either you just go farm Guts or Metal Man, or you do the Undernet 30 bug frag, Simon says. And those are just both fine to do. And I can just do those off stream to get us like an infinite supply of bug frags. There's a second bug freight trader that sells chips, and we'll have to check them as well. But first, let's go to Scilab and start getting us the next. Full Coast is passed by Folder Mac indeed, but this lets you use 2 of them. So, you know, like, who cares? Oh, sweet. Thank you. Okay. So for this one, we have to go to Scilab Square. Oh, also, hi. Matt, Bunny, Sorty, Spiky, and here's our Spiky chip. Jelly, and that's all. Okay, so we have everything else to grab. Let's go. Did I? Yeah, okay. This board's finished. Go to the shop. That was a new chip, Mole 1.
Nice.
No, sorry, Spiky was a new chip. No. Okay.
Slightly less nice.
Slightly less nice. Okay, so we want left. Channel grab. Where are we going? We're just fighting. Y'all. Oh, I actually want more longsword so I can get a life sword as an option. Okay, so up here. Okay, so we are going up the ramp, forward until you reach. Okay, so it is over in this little corner. One of these corners here. Not this one, I guess, but. Hey, more boofers. Here we are. Mushy, Mashy, and Moshy. Little mushroom friend. Okay. And here's our mushroom friends. They have little scarves. They're great.
Oh my god, they're so adorable.
Alright. We're gonna need so many Boofros. Okay, next up. Oh god. Alright. Let's leave that one for later because it's a little long to get to, but we're gonna go to the principal's computer. There's a friend in there.
Still just leaving that thing unattended.
Yep.
Somehow.
People just keep using it as a meeting place. It's like really popular. Everybody loves hanging out in the principal's computer. Yeah, we're like Boofras. You're just standing in here. Boofras, we're gonna need. So here's the thing about Boofras. I farmed 300. I'm going to need 1,500 Boofras. Maybe more. Probably more. You need so many Boofras. Alright, we want.
You know, just say thank you to that Battle Network 2 mod that made Boofra such an important word in the lexicon.
Yeah.
It's just such a fun word to say.
Where's the... Oh, God. There it is. So, all the eyeballs.
Ah, our friends are here.
Yeah, infinite Bufras. So there's even, like, there are 2 reasons for Bufras we haven't even encountered yet. Please? Yeah, okay. Bufra D's? Yes. You get it. Cheered me. Cool. Alright, here's the eyeball friends. Nice. Okay. The next one we're going to go get from the zoo. There are 2 left for us to get. So my plan for today, for finishing up, is I want to go get the rest of these friends and then open that door and show what's behind it. And that's kind of what we'll end with, I feel. The viruses are very cool.
They're extremely fun summons.
No matter how many weapons we have, they're vulnerable to virus as long as they're computer controlled. Damn.
Wow.
Someone figured it out.
That sounds like that's a problem.
Oh, yo, I'll have to go, like, fight Punk again at some point. Not for any reason, just to fight Punk. Is it Panda? Is this the dungeon? Right, and we have to go through this entire area, so... This one is literally at the boss spot where we fought Beast. So, we're just gonna sneak run there. Because I don't remember how to get through this area terribly well. I remember all the viruses we had to make here. It was very funny. We had to, like, find programs to get the Mets out of the way. When Peace fans hop on your fucking dead, yeah. That's a good question where Beast 3 is. I can pull that up. Okay, here's area 2, so done. Look, this is like the only place I have that repels are gonna function, so we're using them. We may have to come back to this comp for some viruses, but I'm not certain on that one. I don't know, it's just wild to me. There's so much still to do in post-game. They give you a lot. And it's all after, like, it's all optional in the sense of, like, you've already finished the game, like, you're only
it was like going over this with Slyo before we started. And I was just like, okay, so we got one more stream left. No.
So I've been holding a little of the post game close to my chest as far as like what it is, because it's very, there's a lot of it. and I think it's really cool to like see it when we get this deep. Kind of like how Battle Network 2, for instance, the final bit of post game in that is a hard mode second save slot. Not even overwriting your normal save slot, a second save slot. So, like, that's super cool. Alright. Here we are. That's right, it's these assholes! Luckily, the answer to them is just stand in the back. Like, you just... They... Oh, but they're very cute here.
Why can't we have Pop-Out be one of them?
Alright. So that is Mushroom, Moles, Killer Eyes. The last one of these is in Secret Area. So, away we go.
I'm glad we got to see the men one more time.
Yeah. Alright, so we're off to Secret Area. Secret Area friend's a good friend. It's a secret friend. I don't know if I fought the Spot Beastman Alpha, because you fight Beastman Alpha in the plot. So we fought Beast Alpha.
Yeah, I didn't realize that one of the friends was in actual Secret Area proper.
Yes, this one should be pretty quick to grab. I think it's right at the entrance. So...
Do you have to cash in the friends, or just have...
Here they are! The life viruses.
You remember when the life virus was supposed to be this big, crazy, world-ending thing, and now they're just sort of there?
They're still pretty powerful. Like, these are... Oh my god, a double bleed. Okay. We took like 500 damage from that fight, by the way. There was so much shit going on. I don't think you noticed how much shit was going on, but I was being hit by lightning 4 times. My health was
you haven't died, so there's that.
Anyway, we now have them as friends. You know Wily's plan? We just have the life virus in our friend virus breeder. Eat it, Wily.
I think Wily is the one who got 8 at this point.
It's true, he did. Okay, I don't know if we need to get the chips before we unlock that door. So
Might as well do it.
Might as well, because we're right at the entrance, and I don't want to, like, go all the way through and find out.
Okay, so this game's never gonna, like, go that deep into it, because we've seen how deep this game goes on that sort of shit, but, like...
So the idea is that the reason the life virus still exists in the secret area is, like, we kind of had a couple small things about it, in that the life virus, like, we didn't fully delete the
original life virus.
Well, we deleted the life virus, but not the little mini ones. The little mini scuttlers still, like, left and still exist in the world. So, like, and they still have, and, like, base has the life aura as well. So, anyway, now we can go check them out. I'm just gonna, like, kind of go here because I think it's fun. Yeah, we slapped the Kree virus, not the, like, little workers. So there's a bunch of little scuttler viruses out there, and that's sort of the idea.
Well, I was thinking more about how, like, Wily got extremely turbo-chomped by Alpha, and then they were just like, oh no, we arrested him, it's fine. I'm just like, you arrested who now?
Alright.
Let's just ignore the fact that he got turbo-chomped by, like, the proto-internet.
They found his internet data. There's Mushy H.
Yeah, is that him?
That's a good question. That we're not touching. So here's Momogra G, and then Scuttlest. Sounds mysterious. Scuttlest A. So, Scuttlest. Taking a look at these. Yeah, look at that! The Sentai team of Scuttlest.
Yo!
It's so cool. The link cut in right before they're gonna do their finishing move. Yep. Uh-huh. And Spiky. Triple dog.
Oh, they barking.
So the art on these are so good. So we'll do more with it later, but we can feed them and up the chip power by feeding them bug frags. And that's why I need 1,000,000 bug frags, is to feed the chips. Because I want to show those off as well. Anyway, the last thing we're doing here is heading to open that door. Because behind that door is some really good stuff for us. I'm excited for that. There are 2 or 3 major things behind this door. Alright, into the server room. Inside you are 3 wolves.
No, you don't understand.
So we're 158. So on our way in, we might get some more chips. We'll see. Alright, so down here, up and around. We don't want to. I could put on Sneak Run. It might work here. It might not. I don't know. I don't think it works in 2 and 3, but. Oh my god. I forgot we're doing this to the Wait.
Wait, that's better meteors.
Wait.
Like, yes,
S.
that's a new chip, but also it's S.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that we have one of those. We have Shot Meteor, but we don't have it in S. I think we have 2 copies of Shot Meteor if I go by ABC.
Yeah, I think you need to put it in there.
Let me. Damn,
Yes, indeed.
if we can get some more Shot Meteors in S, I'll take the Prism out. That is our other code that we're doing Meteors in. Alright. Anyway, let's head deeper. Once you know how to navigate the secret areas, they're not too bad. Secret Area 3 is still a little long. But... we absolutely have the meteor ready. Ooh, is this Moblo? Meteor ready. Is the second meteor escoded too? Is there a meteor program advance I'm not aware of? Airstorm 3, is that new? Yes, Airstorm 3 is new. Cool. Ain't it great to just get new things? Okay. One of the other ways to navigate this place is just to hold left or right. Volcanoer. Sure. Hit me. What? 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 Get out of here. Lava Cannon 2. B. B's a good code. I think we have one other Lava Cannon 2 that we got earlier. I don't know what the code is. At some point we need to go get our Protomans. Okay. You may pass, O loving rearer of many. We have all our virus buddies. Alright, so, by the way, press you need everywhere. Did you know that you need press everywhere? It sucks. Even in Secret Area 3, well, you need to keep this on your bar. Anyway, you see that? Right there? Off screen. We got a thing.
I think so.
We got a thing. Alright, back to the wall. That was not my intent, but you know.
This was not my intention.
So, okay, first things first. What we get over here? Number one. This treasure. Sanctuary Seed. So Sanctuary...
It turns all of the stuff into holo panels, right?
Also, is a normal chip, so we needed to grab this. That was 160, so that's a new one. But this, oh boy, this is the... oh, come on. Don't block me from showing this off yet. Yeah, I'll just anti-damage here, sure. Hit me. Oh, yeah. I can't move. Hit me. Hit me. The Trump. Please. Okay, fine. Gotcha.
You're gonna be that way then.
Aqua Sword. Okay, now I can talk about this. This is the final gotcha. Welcome to the Bug Prank Trainer. So, you can see it has this cool little blue and starry setup. I want to use this here. I want to get some bug frags to throw in here because we want to be able to get some new chips out of this. This game does save when you use a trader. Here we go. Grrr. Chip data appears with a thunderous growl. Oh, all right.
Nice.
That's new. The reason I want more Bufras is just to roll on the gacha here.
I am so glad that it's just like the Super Omega gacha is hidden in the post game.
Team 2. All right, we're getting new chips out of it too. May or may not be. It's fine. It's the Bufra trader is just growling at us.
Okay, so hey, I'd like to make a request. Once you go over to team style, I'd like you to use the team chips in Earnest.
Okay, using the setup for our friendships.
Yeah, friendships, but also like the team normal ships.
Yeah, okay.
Just like go all in on the theme.
Did we fight the boss of Secret 2? Yes, the boss of Secret 2, we fought Japan Man. We have not yet made it to the boss of Secret 3. Navi 20, sure. Navi 20 is actually good with, like, Dark Man really likes Navi 20. Because
he hits so many fucking times.
Yeah, he hits so many goddamn times. So, like, Dark Man hitting for plus 20 is nearly double damage. Love Wave G? Alright, anyway. Grrr. So, how many new ones did we get? We got up to 163 from that. So, if we go into a chip folder, if we go into Team... So, we got Team 2. So, these are, like, kind of funky ones. Allies' HP recovered if hurt. Powers up when ally is hit. They're strange ones to use. Yeah, the reason I want to put more into this, and we'll be doing that next time, is that you get all the wild stuff out of this gacha. However,
that's exactly why I wanted to like try them out once you get team style and just like go super hard on that, because like it seems to be like really fun just to mess around with.
All right, we have one last thing we're gonna do today, and that's walk left. All right, here we are. The final monolith. So, we are going to end with the final monolith. So we want to be conservative on, you know... We can walk left, yeah. Megaman can walk left. Okay. Viners.
Hey, sometimes it just lines up like that.
I love battles. Anyway, womp. The final battle in here, just 4 Rat and Omega. Better not be, we're dead if that's what we have. Well, oh shit, I spoke too soon. Fuck. Let's just put on... Okay. Okay, we get to heal up and defend on this one a little bit. That's good. Sniped! Okay. Put up anti-damage. Just one. Then it stops. Okay. Alright, what's next? Spiky and Totem. Sure. So we'll just go ahead and grab the area and throw down meteors. There we go. Shadow Omega. We need to heal up. I need to find a step cross.
I was about to say, oh, Mirror Mass. Oh, wait.
And out of them at full. Oh! Actually, I should do it. Andy. Anti-damage. Anyway, still going. Now this one's dangerous because sand slows movement. Anyway, Volcanos. Put up anti-damage.
Well, I do appreciate the enthusiasm for the Battle Network collection. I am going to, again, ask that you don't go too crazy with talking about it.
Yeah, I'm super excited once we start moving into 4 because I've never played it. Alright, so, thing about this, that was Battle 10. We're still here.
So this is, what, 15?
I think this one's 30? Anyway, I'm completely invincible right now. You know what? If I'm completely invincible... The reward here is absolutely worth it. There's a reason I wanted to finish off on this. Where the hell's my heal 150? God, I don't even have the heal 300 yet. There's my heal 150. Okay. Next up, Earth Jelly and a Doomer. What happened to the meteors? That was weird. Whatever.
That whole terrain was fucked.
I don't really know what was happening there. It's okay. This one's a bit of a pain. Okay. Wait, am I immune because I'm standing off the wow, the masks are only forward. Oh, it's just Moblo. Alright, let's just shot Meteor. So shot Meteor is just in front of it.
Yeah, because it's a shotgun Meteor.
Yeah. That fixes the problem. Thank you. The problem here is the crack panels make this bad. Two Pengons. So the Pengons are invincible if they're on a ice panel. That's their bit. But, you know. Alpha Bug Omega. Alright. Help! My ass is being toasted right now. Alpha bugs are weird.
Wait, if alpha bugs are here, then that would be fuck it.
Well, we haven't beat Alpha yet. Because this is pre us beating Alpha. It is bad though. Triple buddy. Oh, rip. Hit me. Yeah. Alright, what are we at? NO3 and Trasher. Battle 19. Oh, fuck me! Alright. Let's clear the rest of this fight out first.
They blew up your stick.
Oh my god.
They're blowing up all your totems.
Yeah, this one is not going well. If I can clear out the idiot, the big idiot here. Crap. No, I refuse this. I ain't taking a death on 20. Just Muramasa then? Okay. God. I will cheat to win.
We're a bit too far into this for that sort of shit.
Yeah. Okay, 150 grass. No, let's steal. Okay, so we need to break that shield. Luckily, we have ways to do it. That's not that's not a big issue. We can break a life R on 200. It sucks, but we can do it. So first things first, I need to put this enemy in a corner. I need it to not be able to move, so I've got just, like, free time. Okay. Second thing second, I think we can just break it with Fountain. There we go. Beat me. Poof! Yeah, that's why I didn't want to take the death there.
Oh, I thought it really was. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so, anyway, here's our prize.
I was about ready to order a pizza. I was just like, yeah, this is going to take a while.
Now, are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, we got Hub Badge.
Huh.
That's right, way back in here, we have the Navicus program Hub Badge. So let me pull up the effect list of Hub.
I thought we already had. Okay.
This is a Navicus program. They're different stylings. We have it's effectively that, but
oh my God.
MMB in 3. All right, so Hub Badge. Okay, full list of things that Hub Badge does. We have not done bug style yet. Actually, hold on. Is there a first thing I actually look for is compression code. Does this one have a compression code? It makes it a lot easier to use than it does. Okay, yes. So, Hub Bat is B left, A down, down, up, L. So, this means we can, like, kind of better fit Hub Bat on, like if I remove this move this up, and then take off Collect for a moment just to show this. So it's orange, so it's gonna bug out here. So I need a... God, I'm gonna need the bug code for this one. So error S2S is F-A... Oh, no. F2A... A-F-E-T... Even with that, even with the bug code on, we're still a little strange. And the side effect is we have half health, and is here for having this.
Okay.
However, list of effects of Hub Bat. Let's just get in a fight. It'll be easier to show there. Full energy, yes. Okay. So, we have an extra custom. let's grab this. Then we'll show this off. I'm moving upwards automatically. That's just happening. That's part of the bug. Like, I'm holding down and I'm just moving upwards. I have air shoes. I currently have super armor. My buster's normal. Okay, full list. Super armor, break buster means my buster pierces. Break charge means my charge pierces. +1 custom, +1 mega chips. I can do the shield. I have automatic undershirt. I have air shoes, float shoes, and shadow shoes as well. Oh, I took undershirt off the command line. That would do it. That's probably why I have this moving upward bug. But the half health one is part of using this, is that you just have half health for putting on hub bat.
Mm. Well, because you're sharing half of it with Lamb.
Yes.
Because you're synced up.
Hub style was a style in, Hub bash really not buff your buster? Correct. You have to put on full buster, which is a different program. There was a hub style in 2 you could get. You had to S rank every V3 Navi to get it, so I just never showed that off. It did a similar thing. It gave you a bunch of, like, it basically gave you all the setup from all the styles, but at half your HP. We don't need undershirt because we have undershirt base with this, so. Okay, are we now? We still have half HP. Let's see if I have the movement thing too. There is a fix for, you kind of have to choose. We have a fix for Hub Batch for, like, being able to use it because it's off color for us. But, like, we don't have a fix for its, like, half health right now. Okay, so, but it's very powerful. You're just paying in half your life to use it. So, anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Next time, we're going to come back with a billion Bufras. Is there a way to get ordinary? Oh, I thought Bug had orange, but maybe I was thinking of a different color type. That might be red. So, but yeah, there are a number of orange programs that you have to use the code just to put them on in the first place. And that means you're stuck with, like, a limitation on how many of those you can put on. Bug is black. Okay. I thought Bug was orange for some reason, because I knew it was its own thing. So, anyway. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for joining. Next time, we're going to have a very set hunt for the last chips we'll need. We'll be able to do some more, maybe we'll, honestly, if I just pull on the gacha, maybe that'll fill out half of what we need anyway. But we also have a lot of other things to show off once we actually get up to Serenade, because that'll be the end of post-game and the beginning of post-game. So, enjoy. So yeah, thank you all for joining. Thank you, Vprisoner, for being here.
Yep, no problem.
If you want to catch more, you can always follow. Thankful to have you all here, just having a good time. If you want to subscribe, you can do that too. Tomorrow, I'm going to be over at Rosella 500's channel. We're going to be finishing Trilby's notes and beginning 6 days of sacrifice, maybe, depending on how long things go. And then Tuesday, we've got a new magic set coming out, if I remember my dates right. So, yeah. Those are all at 7 Central Time. So, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.